Hey, what's up guys, my name is Asian Psycho, and this will be a new walkthrough on the game called Daiteikoku. If you guys have watched my Sengoku Rance first episode, this is also another game made by the same company called Alisoft. This was released back in just this earlier last year in May of or April of 2011. So this is actually a very recent game. There are multiple. There's a project that's working on translating this to full English. Apparently, they're about 30% done. Unfortunately, I only got like the one of the earliest English patches where they translate like maybe like 3% of it tops. So I've yet to get the latest English patch. But for the time being, I'm still gonna play along with what I have right now. And yeah. For this purpose, I'm going to be starting up a new game on Daiteikoku. And once again, this is produced by Alisoft. And this is their latest game after Rance 8, which was the latest Rance game after Sengoku Rance. So let's get right into this. A little bit of background information on Daiteikoku. This is the third game in Alisoft's Dai series. The first one was God, the first one was so old that I don't even know the name. It starts with Die, because all of them start with Die something, but then, I don't know. The second one, though, I do know, I'm familiar with. It was released back in, like, 2002, so it's been quite some time now. And, then it was called Daibansho, which basically means Big Bang Age, and now it's called Daiteikoku, which basically means Big Empire in Japanese. So yeah, this is kind of like a futuristic kind of warship game, and it's a lot different from Sengoku Rance. The system battle styles are a lot different. So let's jump right into this. As you can see, the system menu doesn't really translate all that much, but it's okay. And then yes, please. The introduction has been translated a little bit, but we're just going to be skipping through all of them because basically it's just like a debriefing of how they got into Maybe I should introduce you guys. Actually, this game actually does have voice acting for some of the scenes, so I find that highly entertaining. So I really love Japanese voice acting, and when you do voice act, it's really good. Damn, English dubbing ruins everything. Anyways, so yeah, the premise of this game is that basically, this universe, the Daiteikoku universe, is kind of paralleled after World War II. Basically, the world in World War II. You've got Japan, you've got Britain, you've got all the major players in World War II, and yeah, basically this game parodies all of it. And basically, they kind of structure the world in like a universe kind of thing, so each land is technically a planet, so yeah, that kind of stuff. So yeah, the main character here is this admiral that we see in front of us, the blonde-haired admiral called Togo Tsuyoshi. Tsuyoshi is his first name, and all the people in this game are actually parodies of real life people. Togo Tsuyoshi was actually the chief, I want to say the chief naval minister in Japan during World War II. So this Togo Tsuyoshi character is not fictional, he is based off an actual guy. Also, just like Rance, he is the biggest pimp in the entire navy. Possibly even the entire universe, but we will see to that. And yeah, he right now in this scene he's like a ship commander, except after this next incident that we will see here, where that guy right there, those guys basically betray Japan. So yeah, they betray Japan and they defect over to China, and thus the core Japanese fleet gets wiped out, and now Togo Tsuyoshi is the only one who can step up to the plate and become the chief naval minister. And also, this guy Akiyama Keiichiro is the Minister of Internal Affairs. Either that's, or he's the he's the Minister of Internal Affairs, and he's also General or Commander Togo's second in command. And this is Togo's daughter, Togo Maki. And yes, she is only a couple years. She's like, I don't know, elementary school. So yeah, she's also a lolly too. Togomaki, there's something I haven't gotten to the part where they explain what's so really weird about her, but there are some certain events that make her really stand out, make you wonder who the hell she is. You'll see that once the events come up. And in the background, there's a portrait of Togo's wife. I believe she's called Tsuyoshi Scarlet. So yeah. She's actually a pretty important character later on, but for the route I'm gonna go take for this Daiteikoku walkthrough, she's not gonna be involved. Basically, that's her daughter. That's their daughter. And yeah, basically he's basically sleeping around again. That's his Secretary of the Navy. So yeah, pimp. So now they're heading over to the conference with the Empress of Japan. So you know how they had an emperor during World War II? Yeah, they parodied it into the Empress. So this guy Ugaki Sakura is the Minister of External Affairs. So how about that? He's got a pretty epic mustache. She is Yamashita Rikori, and I believe she's the commander of the ground shock forces that take over, actually go in and actually carry out land battles in order to conquer the planet. And I'll explain what she does in further detail later. Okay, so let's move on to the more important stuff, and comes the Mikado. I don't know if she's got a real name or not, but the game just calls her Mikado, which just basically means Empress. And basically she is a ruler of Japan. That's as simple as get. So she's actually a pretty carefree little girl. Not little, actually. I think she's over 18, so so yeah. She's the Empress of Japan. There's nothing more to it than that. Also, oh yeah, that's right, that's what I meant to say. She's actually a pretty carefree girl. She at first doesn't look like she belongs to the royalty, but whatever, she is. So I'll skip this because basically it's just asking them to work together and basically have a good time. Yeah. Alright, so this is where we meet the major commanders of the Japanese army. Or the Japanese Navy, rather, because they don't have they don't really have an army per se. They have a navy, and that's what the game focuses on. So first animal is an old veteran, Yamamoto Mugen. So as you can see, he's very, very old. I think he's over like 70 or 80 or something. I don't know. But then there is something. There are a few events about him. Some of them are not really good. So yeah, not in the sense that he's a terrible commander. Don't get me wrong. He's a very good commander, but you'll see why. You'll see why. It's actually quite tragic. Anyways, moving on. Slaps the ass of it. Did you see that? Smiles and slaps the ass of his nurse. Basically, that's his handmaid, the nurse that takes care of him because he's old and sick and stuff like that. Hitomi Koga. And there's a way to have her become a commander, but it's tragic the way she does. And you'll see why later on. Further down in this walkthrough. I just admired your beautiful body. Please go on. Right. At least he's honest about it. You're not a young man anymore. Oh, by the way, that old man does have a gambling problem, so he loves gambling. So now this guy, Tanaka Raizo. He's quite the unique commander. He's one of those boisterous, like, I'm important and you can't do nothing about it, you shithead kind of guy. So he's actually a freaking beast commander if you take the time to upgrade his stats and all that. But initially he's not very good. He's not very good at all. but he has some very good bonuses that I'll get to in a second. But yeah, right, Tanaka Raizo, he's one of your starting commanders. Apparently in in the plot line, apparently Togo mentions that before in the dialogue that he said here, he's very unorthodox and he's a very good commander because of that, so that's why he chose him. So alright. Now her. Ozawa Matsuri. She's kinda weird. Cause her events are kind of weird too. I don't really understand them quite fully, but they're kinda weird. And she's kinda weird too. That's enough said. Alright. And for the last admiral here that you start with, Naomi Keiko. Yeah, she's I'm kind of iffy on her as a commander. She does have a very good passive skill, but as her bonuses aren't very good, and I'll explain what I mean by bonuses and passive skill in a second here. Alright, so here's a CG with everyone in it, and yep. So this is the cutscene, so hopefully you guys will enjoy this one, because I'm not going to skip it, because Sengoku Rance didn't have a cutscene, or like a opening introduction, so I'm going to let you guys watch this, and I'll shut up. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that opening, and we're going to get straight into the first events that concern us with China, or I don't know what they call China in this. It's some ridiculous name, but something along the lines of that. Anyways, the Chun Empire. And this emperor, he's a boy, don't get me wrong, he looks like a girl, but he's a boy, and he's called Emperor Shu. He's a total jackass. And he's a dick, and he deserves to die. And he does later, but whatever. Actually, I don't even think he dies even. But he does go berserk at the end, so whatever. And that's a Rinfa, and that's a Ramfa. Those are the two commanders that you can get from China. And, yep. They're quite the use. Alright. So, now that we've actually gotten to the strategy phase, I'm going to stop this here, and I'm going to start up a new episode. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the first episode, and look forward to the second one. Thanks guys for watching, and this has been your crazy little Asian Psycho, and I'll be seeing you guys later. Thanks guys.